ELI 5. How did the Romans represent 0? There is no way of showing 0 in Roman numerals, so what did the Romans do when they needed to convey the amount of 0? They didn't. Romans didn't have the mathematical concept of 0. The use of numerical 0 wasn't invented, or at least wasn't used for math outside of maybe accounting, in Afro-Eurasia until circa the Islamic Golden Age in the 800s, when Al-Khwarizmi pioneered algebra as a mathematical concept. So if a Roman needed to express the amount of 0, they'd either use the Latin word for non nullus, an abbreviation, or something else to that effect. Added in post, someone below mentioned they used a dash, which sounds familiar to something I've heard before but I can't confirm or deny on my own. Edit. So I wasn't expecting this to blow up as much and should add some clarification and more details that other people have added below to give a better answer. I wrote this original one when I woke up in all of about 5 to 10 minutes because I was going for a simple answer. 0. There is evidence that the Maya had a numeral for 0 that dated back as far as like 36 BCE and maybe before. Obviously, they didn't interact with anyone in Afro-Eurasia until circa the 1500 CE. 1. Al-Khwarizmi didn't invent algebra nor the number 0, though he was a huge figure in the early development of the use of both. All the numerals we use were Hindi script adopted by the Islamic scholars, and algebra was invented in India a few years earlier. 0 as a concept or a placeholder dated back much further than using it as a number you could do math with. You encounter something like 0 often in accounting, among other things. U/French press fan, here, and U/Loc here, provide really good info on this in the replies below. 3. Greece, Rome, and Egypt did much of their math based on geometry, since they didn't have algebra yet. Pythagorean theorem obviously goes back as far as Pythagoras of Samos. You can do a lot of crazy math with geometry, and we still do today, and the engineering they did accomplish with that math is nothing to sneeze at. See the pyramids, which were built like 1800 years before the Romans had even conquered the Etruscans. A lot of math development happened in that millennia and a half, though some was lost with the Bronze Age collapse.